Hello, my name is Danny. Welcome to Drive Green. Today we'll be having a look around our black Renault Zoe in a 40 kilowatts. 40 kilowatt will give you a real world range of roughly 160 miles, maybe even a bit more, with good, careful, considerate and economical driving. It's a great city car with a compact nature, but still plenty of room in the back and the boot space to make it practical enough, with a mid-range vehicle for any long distance family trips and stuff as well. This one in particular, 2019 plate, so a couple of years old now, but it's only got 13,095 miles on the clock. So a nice low mileage but good mid-range EV up for grabs. The next MOT date is looking at in July 2022, and the next service date is July 2022 as well. However, we do make sure that the vehicle has at least 6 months plus for its MOT and service, so there shouldn't be anything to worry about for quite a little while. Alright, so let's have a little bit up close and personal with this Renault Zoe and see if there's anything noteworthy to mention. Now, while I go down through this, do feel free to pause the video at any stage if you feel that there's anything noteworthy that I may have missed. First up is near side front alloy, looking absolutely immaculate. Coming over to the driver's side door, that is just a little bit of a bug. That's nothing to worry about whatsoever, attracting the local wildlife. Awesome. There is one little bit of a nick and a scratch down through here. So that is something noteworthy to mention, but as you zoom away, nothing to worry about at all. Awesome. Coming down through here, you get a few odd little tiny little stone tones, forget my words out, stone chips. Alright, and there is just a little bit of bodywork. You can just see that little sign of life, dent and cosmetic damage in there. Okay, so the driver's side door has seen a little bit of a sign of life, but as you kind of step away from the vehicle, at first glance, absolutely nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Alright, so that is something that you should keep in mind. Coming down to the near side driver's passenger door, rear passenger door, looking in fantastic state. Obviously you have your quirky rear door handles on the top there. We'll have a look inside the vehicle very, very soon. Coming down, anything noteworthy to mention down here? Nothing that I can see. Fine tooth comb. Coming down to the rear alloy, another fantastic looking alloy. Having a look just in there, that's actually just the wonder of an outdoor forecourt. There is something that I nearly just missed, but that is actually a little bit of dirt. So there we go, that's probably why I missed it. It wasn't on my initial assessment of the vehicle before I do the videos. Coming around to the rear of the vehicle, usually you find maybe a few little stone chips here and there. On the whole, this is looking in remarkably good condition. You have your rear parking sensors. That's just a little bit of a nick that you can just see in there. If the camera focuses on my hand or my finger, there you go. Just a little bit of a scratch that's just in there. Alright. But as I said, nothing wrong with the vehicle at all, other than just a little bit of cosmetic stuff. And you can barely notice it as you step away. Alright. As for any cosmetic damage and stone chips for the rear bumper, that seems to be about it. Maybe at home you may zoom in and find something that I cannot. However, I do make it an absolute priority to point out anything that might be noteworthy mention, regardless of however small or minor it might be. There we go, nothing to mention there. Right, we're on to the far side rear alloy, looking in remarkable good condition as well. So you can clearly tell that by the state of this vehicle, the previous owner really loved it and looked after it, and we try and bring it up to showroom standard as much as we possibly can. Alright, so there's a little bit of a work that's just in there, if the camera focuses. Yeah, a little cosmetic, just a bit in there. Alright, outside of that, even when you're coming up close, you can barely notice it when you're walking up to the vehicle. Okay, so on the far side passenger door, looking in good condition. Coming down now to the last and final alloy, and it's 4 for 4, looking immaculate and perfect. Right, let's go round to the front of the vehicle. Currently the vehicle is actually switched on. You wouldn't know that unless you see the lights. It is nice and quiet, so you can imagine that actually when you're driving along, it's got a nice, quiet, comfortable feel to it. The Renault Zoe, although it is quite compact for a car, it's still got that range that you would get from a mid to long range EV. Makes it that practicality even better. Very easy for parking and stuff as well, obviously from its compact size, but there is got some niceties on the inside to make sure that those drives are not unbearable at all, especially got some kids in the back. Now there is a tiny little nick that's just in the front here, if I get the camera to focus on my fingers. There you go. It's very, very minor. Alright, but it is just something noteworthy to mention on there. A little scratch and a little tiny ding, but it is cosmetic. There's nothing wrong with the bodywork whatsoever other than that, okay? Nothing to worry about at all. Good looking car, the Renault Zoe. Let's have a little look on the inside and see how we get on. Comfort access button that's just through here. I know that it works. As soon as I walk away from the video with the key in my pocket, the vehicle actually locks itself. So that's a nice little added touch in there. Alright. On the inside, first thing you notice is the nice plush cloth interior seats, which are really nice and comfortable. Okay. Now the Renault Zoe, it doesn't try to be very different from a conventional combustion engine car, okay? So normal handbrake, kind of the controls that you might find on an automatic with a click gear shift down, although it hasn't got any gears as such, it's just got the one electric motor. Eco button for how quickly you can pull away, other things like that, or really elongate out your life. You've got your 12 volts in there for anything charging. You also have a USB point as well. Obviously you can see that's where you can slot on your card for your key fob. Climate control system that's just through there. Going up through, you have your sat nav, a DAB radio, all kinds of bells and whistles all through there. Alright, so it's nice and easy to use as well. So as we kind of get out and around from the vehicle, you can see that it's got a reasonably high-ish, you know, good snug kind of position for when you're driving. It's not too restricted. It's a nice feel when you're inside and driving along. And it's a small compact car, which means it's nice and nippy and zippy around kind of those country lanes or inner city driving, but still got that range and everything that when you're on the motorway, it's a good drive. Let's have a look in the back seats. Quirky door handle for opening up in the back. And there you have it. Let the camera focus. There we go. Now I was moving the vehicle, so I'm about 6'1", so you can see kind of the distance in between the back seats and the back of the front seats. Now I can fit in there comfortably. My knees will probably just touch the front seats. Alright, so it's definitely suited for, you know, kids and teenagers, adults and stuff. You can definitely fit them in, but if you had 5 rugby players, you'd definitely know about it. Alright, so that's something noteworthy to mention on here. But hopefully you can see from this walk around video actually that the state of the vehicle is in almost immaculate new condition. Okay, so the previous owner has taken really good considerable care to tell off any naughty children in the back seats from kicking them in the back. There we go. Back seat's done. Let's have a look at the boot. And surprise, surprise, it's actually a nice big deep boot space. Alright, you can always tell the state of a vehicle from the boot sill of getting luggage in, getting luggage out. And there's only a few little signs of cosmetic kind of scripts and scrapes from luggage and stuff like that. Alright, so other than that though, looking in remarkably good condition. Alright, so hopefully you can see that at home. Also, what we provide with the vehicle is a 13 amp 3-pin lead for your home charging, so you'll always be able to charge your vehicle at home or an outdoor socket, how you charge your phone, but instead you'd be charging your car. Alright, that's 5 meters long and it's completely free with the vehicle. There is an optional extra one that you can have, which is just for public charging as well as your home box charging, and that is known as your public charging lead. We can provide that for an additional cost of £100. They usually retail at 180, 190. Right, these seats do fold down kind of almost flat. There's a little button that's just in there, a little button that's just in there, and they will fold down almost flat. There's a little bit of a lip that's just there, but you can easily fit in an adult's bike with the wheel off, front wheel off, or a kid's bike, no problem at all. Alright, so still lots of practical use out of such a compact car. And there you have it, 40 kilowatt Renault Zoe in black, 2019 plates. If you'd like to find out a bit more information about the Renault Zoe in particular, do make your way over to our YouTube page where Richard, our founder and owner, has done lots of detailed reviews of all the vehicles found on our forecourt. The Renault Zoe, one of the most popular that we sell, so it's going to be a really nice detailed review of all the good and the bad points that why this vehicle might be the right one for you. If you'd like to see if this vehicle might be your one for your own forecourt at home, do feel free to get in touch, and a member of our sales team will answer any and all of your questions that you may or may not have. My name's been Danny. I hope this video has been important for your buying process, and we look forward to having a little bit of a chat with you very soon. All the best and goodbye.